Good morning, everyone. Welcome to video 14, I think, of the HQ Lab series. Today we are going to be setting up port security on the two access switches. So in the production area, the RDT device is replicating a wireless device, so we won't be setting that up, but we will be configuring port security for the voice phone, client 1 and client 2. So let's just make some notes about this. So we're going to configure it in a couple of different ways. So client 1, we are going to say is a fixed client of maybe, a director or a CEO. So it's just one computer, sits there all the time. So we only want one MAC address. We want it to be the same MAC address. So we'll specify the MAC. And if a different MAC address appears on that port, then we want to shut that port down. Okay, so for client 2 or port 03, this is almost going to be, you're going to set this up like it's the hot desk area. So we'll have one MAC address again. We won't specify the MAC. And we'll just want to restrict if a different MAC address appears on that port. So we three options with how to police this. We have shutdown, which is quite self-explanatory. We have protect and restrict. In fact, we will just protect with this being a hot desk area. So the difference between protect and restrict is that restrict will inform you and create a log message, whereas protect won't. And then for the voice, we'll say two messages, two MAC addresses. The phone and then a client if someone else wants to plug into it. Not specific again. And protect again. Okay, so let's do it. We will do client 1 first. Switch this over so we can see our notes at the same time. I'll just go ahead and swap them over actually so we can see our switch ports. Yep. Okay, so let's have a look at what we have configured at the moment. For gig 0/2, which is client 1. Okay, so standard sort of access port. So we'll drop into that port and we will say switch port security. Now this command on its own actually switches port security on. So we'll enter there. We'll do switch port security MAC address. And if we do a question mark, we see we've got two options. Well, three really, but two we're only interested in. So we can either specify the MAC address, which is what we want to do in this case, or we can say sticky. So that will just learn the first MAC address that plugs into this port. So for client 1, we said we will specify it. So we will get the MAC address from the interface. Yep. And we will do switch port security MAC address. And we'll paste her in. There we go. We said only one MAC address is allowed, so the command for that is switch port security maximum 1. And then we said we wanted it to shut down if a different MAC address appeared. Syntax for that is switch port security violation and shut down. And we can see the other two options there. Okay, so that's client 1 done. Let's hop on over to client 2, which is connected to gig 0/3. And we'll have a look at how this is configured. Okay, so standard sort of port configuration there. And yeah, we will switch port security on using the switch port security command. We will specify the maximum amount of MAC addresses, which in this case is 1. We will say we care about the MAC addresses, but we want you to dynamically learn them with the command sticky. And we will say if you see another MAC address, then go ahead and protect. Just the word violation there. Okay, we'll check our work. Yeah, okay, switch port security to turn it on. Switch port maximum 1 must be the default, that's why it's not showing. We have our MAC address in there, and we have a violation as shutdown, which is also the default. Check port 3. Yeah, port security on, MAC address sticky, violation protect, and yeah, the maximum of 1, which is a default. Okay, so let's configure switch 2. And this is on port 03. We'll have a look at how that's configured. Okay, nothing special going on there. We'll go into interface gig 0/3. We will switch port security on. And for this we said the maximum was 2. And we will learn the MAC addresses dynamically. And we wanted to protect this port. Okay, so port security on, MAC address sticky, maximum 2, violation protect. That looks good. Okay, so to test this, what we're going to do is we are going to unpatch our client 1 from this port. We'll delete that link there. We'll delete the link from client 2. And we'll go ahead and we'll patch client 2 into port 2, which is expecting the MAC address of client 1. And we'll see what happens. We'll show interface status. Gig 0/2 should be client 1. So we show MAC address interface gig 0/2. Okay. maybe this is a quirk of EVE-NG, but that has got the same MAC address as this, which doesn't make any sense. The MAC address of the voice phone at least. Just gig 0/3. Okay, I'm wondering if we can manually set a MAC address on these virtual PCs. Okay, doesn't look like we can. Let's try a completely different device. We will try and plug. Let's use this router. Because it's powered on. Okay, so let's power this on. But we'll put that link back there. So we don't know which one it is. Use a separate link from here into gig 0/2, and hopefully this has a different MAC address. Wouldn't you know it? Okay, so a quirk of EVE-NG there tends to use the same MAC address from host things, which is unfortunate. So what would happen in a usual environment is you would see when you do a show interface status. I mean, if you're on the console or if you had terminal monitor on, you would see a log message that would put the port into error disable. And then what you can do is you can do a show interface status error disabled, and that would tell you which ports are in that state and why they're shut down. Okay, so a bit unfortunate that we can't test it, but that is how to configure port security. Hopefully this has been helpful for you. If it has, please like, share, subscribe, and thank you for viewing.